apparently. If you don't believe me, well, you have to stay that way because, quite frankly, apparently this is true. UK tourists visiting the EU will require a lie detector test, all done by AI. Lovely. See the missus, she's busy there working, you see. Hopefully we've got some audio. I might just have to double check to see if we have the audio. I plugged the microphone in, but it doesn't always work very well with this app. But I do find it quite interesting that it's been said that they're going to the lengths of actually doing a lie detector test for people visiting. Oh God, this is unreal, really. Visiting the UK. Oh, visiting the EU. It's nuts. It's nuts. It is, isn't it? No. Let's just see if my audio works. Just doing a little check on here. See if we've got any audio. Hello there. Yes, lie detector tests for anyone visiting the EU. I'm trying to get my phone to come up so I can get some audio. Make sure I've got audio. Yes. Hello there. Yes. We have got audio. Excellent. Well, yes, apparently so. AI lie detector tests for UK citizens visiting France, Spain, etc. But not just lie detector tests. If you want to visit France, this one's part of the EES systems coming in, the entry-exit system. France wants to see proof of income. There's now been stated, there's proof of income. To ensure that you actually meet the requirements. So I can't remember what they were. Let's have a look. Oh, dear me. I shouldn't laugh because it affects my family as well, you see, who want to visit here. So, yes, so we've got UK tourists are going to be subject to lie detector test at the passport control. Tourists flying to Europe could face lie detector tests carried out by artificial intelligence in a concerning move. It's a bit concerned. I do feel like our privacy has been invaded somewhat. You know, it's getting worse. We get less and less privacy. It's not our own. It's like nothing is ours anymore, is it? You know, this has been going on for donkey's years, from subscription-based this and subscription-based that, auto-renewing of subscriptions. You know, it's just like we're losing control of our own lives. The deeper we get into all this, the more we seem to be, I say control, but also plebs, I suppose, lemons. It's been told what to do. Unless actually we stand up against this sort of stuff, well, that was going to change. They'll just carry on, in the same direction. You know? And some people say, "Oh, you got to embrace it. You should embrace the technology. The cat is already out of the bag," they say, but I don't want to. No. I don't want to embrace it. No. I want to be in control of it. I want to embrace the bits of it I want to embrace, whether it be ChatGPT if I want a little bit of help writing something or something like that, or an image, or anyway, I'm sort of in control. But not having lie detector tests at the actual border control. I don't think that would actually be for those who have got cartes de jour or EU citizens crossing from the UK into the EU. I very much doubt that at all. It isn't what's been said anyway. But for those third countries, it's not just the United Kingdom, it's going to be all third countries that are going to be subjected to this. It's a bit much, isn't it? When you say, I think it's a bit much. Is she still working in the back there? Oh, no, she's moved over there now. There she is. Yeah. In case you don't realise what we're doing, we had a bit of a problem over the last 3 weeks with this particular rewilding project we're doing. We're basically planting trees, loads of trees. And you put the part, there's a GoFundMe link there below. But you see, we've been planting all these trees, and the grass hasn't stopped growing because it hasn't stopped raining. And then you've got like, loads of rain, loads of heat, everything grows like crazy, and I haven't been able to cut it. My machine couldn't cope with it. And we had a few days of dry weather, or a week of dry weather, so I've managed to sort of get it down, but not very well. You know, it's all like lumpy and everywhere, you know, and see the sort of tough silver trees are. So what Caroline's doing at the moment, she's going around trying to clear the bottoms of trees out. She's just literally done all this, this like copper seed, the copper's an arbour. It's all willows that will be growing over, basically. There's about 73 trees, just in this little bit. It's a nightmare, you see, because I can't see them. I can't see it with the machine. I've staked most of them. Some of the stakes have fallen down that as well. So anyway, we'll get on top of it. We will. She will. Poor Caroline. Nah, she's been. Where's she gone now? Oh, she's hiding. Oh, she's got Wally there as well with her. Yeah, she's there. Look, she's there somewhere. I can't see it in the camera anyway. So yeah, so UK tourists flying to Europe face having. It's not just the UK. Okay, there's third country rules because the UK's now basically made itself a third country. It's no longer inside the club, is it? So much for our soft power. We can have all the things that we could have before once we leave the EU because we're special, apparently. So UK tourists flying to Europe face having to sit a lie detector test. That's what's been proposed. Tourists flying to Europe face a lie detector test carried out by artificial intelligence in a concerning move impacting British holidaymakers and those jetting off abroad and some much needed sunshine. Yeah. There's not much sunshine over here at the moment. You see that sky? You know, I'm in France. Look at that sky. More rain. It's absolute nightmare. The other field that we're planting in, the grass is just growing and growing and growing. I just can't keep up. I really can't keep up. I'm struggling with it really. But there you go. Oh dear. Now, okay, originally it was reported in the, I think, the Mail on Sunday, so it's probably been drawn out a bit of proportion, but there will be some truth in it. Well, actually, there is truth in it because that's exactly what they're proposing. So, so the plan is to strengthen the border security, to keep the Brits out, yes. Over tourism and all that, you know. They are talking about, reducing it anyway, and the central government is now. Since they're getting pressure from the citizens of Spain, and including the Balearics and what have you, they're basically saying that they want to have more control over not immigration but tourism. Almost half the Spanish citizens in a survey, in a poll, said they want the central government to take control and reduce, drastic measures to reduce the amount of tourism. Basically, want selective tourism, I imagine. That'd be the sensible thing. People can't afford to live, can they? People can't afford to, find properties here in the EU as well. Especially if you live in these sort of like these busy tourist hotspots and all that. You see, where I live here in France, rural France, there's plenty of properties everywhere, but the towns obviously they're more expensive and property's harder to find. It's not difficult, but it is harder. Where I am in France, we've got empty house just over there, empty house over there, and another one further up called River Ranch, empty house. Literally all within 100 metres from here, 150 metres from this house. So it's like, we're surrounded by empty houses. It's all about where the work is, isn't it? You see, people go where the work is. For me, I go where the people ain't, I do like my peace. I do like to sit out here. And now I've got my little well chair. That's one we made on the live stream the other day. In my well. Now, don't worry, we have filled the well up and it is concrete on the top, so I'm not going to fall down it. Yeah, well, that would be interesting. It'd be like Santa got stuck up the chimney. Marcus got stuck down the well. The kids began to shout. Oh dear. Some are saying, the experts saying, well, it's not going to work. It's not, you can't do lie detectors at the border. No, it ain't going to work. But can you imagine it? We're going to be suffering enough delays as it is. The lorry drivers, for instance. Is this going to apply to UK lorry drivers visiting, let's say, driving to the EU? Ain't many of them these days, actually, since Brexit, to be fair. We've got Dutch lorry drivers saying they're no longer going to be, many of them saying they're not going to be driving to the UK. It isn't just Dutch, though. It's just that happened to be in that particular report. They're all saying it now. They're spending up to 20 hours waiting in one of these Farage garages, on Nigel Farage's car parks, such as the one in Sevington. 20 odd hours. They could have done one, maybe two more trips in that time. But no, they're just sitting there waiting for the paperwork to be done. Meanwhile, all the goods in the back are all deteriorating. It's probably why the lettuces have got E. coli. Yes, many of the packed sandwiches with lettuce in, they found E. coli in, and quite a few people have been getting sick, along with all those triathlon athletes who've been getting sick after going Well, swimming in the Thames. Didn't they read the memo? Crikey. Enough people have been telling them, don't swim in the water. No, in the UK. I say UK, I take that back. In England, Scotland does not have the same issues. They've probably got some issues, but so we've got issues over here regarding the sewage works and what have you. You know, but not to the degree you got in the UK. There was another report. I think that was by, who was that by? Oh, crikey. There's one done by LBC that found another 10,000 odd sewage CSOs, you know, combined sewage outlets, pumping poop into the rivers and seas. And there was another report, I can't remember if it was Sky or one of the newspapers anyway, or one of the channels, news outlets. They found that so many millions of tonnes of sewage has been pumped into, on top of everything else. Well, technically it's not pumped actually, it just flows. It's just basically flowing into the sewage works, it's flowing into the rivers and seas instead, basically. It's shocking. It is really shocking. And people are still swimming in it. What? There's something wrong with you? Don't do it. Keep out of the water, they say. Please boop the old like button, it helps the channel, you know. Oh, hello, we've got people in the chat. Hello, Madman. Yeah, we are going live tonight as well. But I thought I'd just do a test out here. Can you tell me whether or not the actual quality of the stream is okay? Because I'm literally just Wi-Fiing it. Oh, anyway. I've connected the Wi-Fi in my workshop and I'm out in the middle of this flipping field, you know. So I'm hoping it is actually okay. So let us know, please. Hi, chat, says Mad Monk. Hi, Mad Monk. Hello there. Hello, Ruth. Hope you're well. Ooh, Bloomin' yeah. Oh, AI. You're going to be rectally probed as well. That you will. Lovely. Chewy. Yeah. Oh, look at her. She's still at it. Look, where is she? Let's get in the shot. There she is in the background. While I'm sitting there talking to you. I've been working, don't worry. But we've got so much to do now because we've got to clear all these trees. There's only 550 trees on these fields so far. And it's we've got to get all the bases cleared out so we can just get them tidy again. And some of the signs I've got to replace, so I'll be doing that with a laser. I accidentally knocked a couple damaged a couple with the ride on the track mower. And the mower I got, you see, isn't ideal for this job on this field. It just isn't. It's a finishing mower, and it cut up to about 8 inches tall. You know what I mean? But you can't set it any higher, and it's not a topper. And the topper has generally have big heavy blades, and lots of room in the deck. So no matter how tall it is, it'll just knock it flat. But I don't have one then, unfortunately. Never mind, bugger. That's a good location for smoking weed, probably. I ain't got any though. You know, I've never tried it. I can honestly say that I've never ever tried it. I've never tried weed, cannabis, or anything like that. And I never smoked. Tell you, I had one Tom Thumb cigar, and that put me off life. I'll tell you, I didn't finish it. It was just like a few coughs and sputs. I looked at Dad's well, he left it there in the boat actually. He left it in the shed. So me and my neighbour Jason Watland, we had to go at this cigarette thing, that little tiny Tom Thumb cigar thing. And oh crikey, we didn't know what we were doing. That was disgusting. That was really disgusting. And then being stuck in the old car, because Dad was a smoker. I've been stuck in the car, all the smoke, and going around in the back of the car. But their wife is the same, she's never smoked. And her parents smoke like crazy. And it's just, it gets you, you know. Your eyes start streaming, and oh, it's horrible. Enough to put me off for life. So they did me a favour, really, in many ways. Oh, Mad Monk, you're late. Well, this isn't the normal one, is it? No, it's just it's a bit of a test and a bit of a chat. And also it's in vertical format as well. Lovely landscape, thank you. Yeah, it's quite nice here. It'll be better when we get on top of it all. What I've done is also, because we planted some small trees in the ground, there's a GoFundMe link down below if you want to take part, or there will be once at the end of this channel, end of this stream. But I've been trying to cut some areas down really low because we need to get small trees in the ground. And the problem with the machine that I use to drill the holes for the trees to go in, if there's any length of grass there at all, it just wraps around it, you know. It doesn't do its job properly, it doesn't clear the hole out properly. So I have to cut some areas down quite short, ready to get some more trees in. But it's quite lovely here, I have to admit. You know, we are fortunate where we are, you know. But you can see the state the grass is in. You know, we're getting there. It's had about 3 cuts so far in a week. I just can't. There's just so much grass laying on top as well. You see, so it's quite hard. There you go. It's one of the things, isn't it? I find it really hard work now as well. So I know it's a ride on. You know, you're driving it, but I've got this zero turn machine where you basically got these 2 levers, and the concentration is constant concentration. Whereas if it had a steering wheel, you know, you could drift. You could just like your head could be elsewhere, can't it? But not with zero turn. Flipping out. It's like doing office work, you know, where you're constantly on the computer thinking all the while. It's hard work. I wish you had a tractor. That's what I did, a tractor with a topper. But I ain't got one. Ah, Stumkey, I hope you well. Yeah, hello there. Yeah, we are going live still tonight on the usual time, 8:30 this Sunday. But I thought I'd just give this a little test. The sun's actually got out, which means the grass is going to be growing even more. Caroline, the sun's got out. The sun's got out. It's nice. The grass is going to grow. Oh dear. So anyway, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Yeah. I just had my son come around and brought me some nice beers, some nice ones. I normally get whatever I can get, you know. I got nice beers this time. So yeah. It's going to be tracked facial expressions, gestures, and body posture. See whether you're fibbing at the border. Yeah. And obviously, don't forget that, of course, you're going to be probed and tagged. They're going to tag you. They're going to put one of those things in your ears like the cattle I got, you know? Little tag, that electronic chip in your head. Make sure they know where you are. That'll be next, you know. Craig, is that where we're heading? Are we all going to be tagged? Huh? You're not coming in, let us tag you. The big bright yellow thing like they put on the cows. The Vash. Oh, dear me. So according to documents seen by, this was the Mail on Sunday, right, okay, pinch of salt stuff, they analyse a person's facial movements and body gestures as they fill in their application form online. What, form online? Or at the airport? Doesn't mean they've got to have access to your camera on your device, your webcam, or your phone. Who's going to allow that? No, I don't believe that for a second. But I think that bit's a bit porky on that bit is. I can't see it. No one will do it, will they? They'll say sod that. Now I read a report, an article saying that almost half the Brits that were asked said that they would not go to the EU once the EES system is in place, which I think is in October, isn't it? Is it 4th or 6th of October or something? And that's, yeah. So once that's in place, they don't want to. Some people are obviously not going to want to oblige it because privacy issues. I've got a bit of a problem. I don't like it. I live here in the EU, but in France, but I don't like it. I think it's the moral. That level of data on individuals who are just travelling, I think is a bit much. I really do. It's not even controlled by your own. I know I would trust my own country anyway, but you know, it's not even controlled by your own country. It's certainly ain't controlled by you. So it's like you're giving away something else, aren't you? You know. And once they've got your data, they've got it for life. This data that they're collecting, biometrics, don't change unless you're going to have your hands chopped off and have a heart transplant. You know, maybe new eyeballs or something. I don't know, whatever they're going to do. You know? Oh dear me. What's that film with Tom Cruise where he took his eyeball out? Anyway, I digress. So, hello, Agnes Mad, I hope you're well. And Jared Smith, hello there. Oh, got your pollen count 2.1, blimey, 2 to 1. That's high. I suffer a bit of asthma, so it was well, I did take my inhalers today, so it's quite. I feel alright actually, apart from a bit. I suffer a lot with phlegm. Apparently that's linked to my either GERD or fibromyalgia or whatever is wrong with me. I don't know. Oh, she's busy there. Look at this. There she is, grafting away. Oh, I do love you, Dad. I do like to see a good woman working. I do. She's nearly had enough. What, me sitting in the chair watching you work? You're tired. She's tired. Are you tired because the kids came over, or are you tired because you've been working in the field, walking them down the hill? Okay, it's probably the kids. So, yep. So there you go. It's interesting times, and so yes. It's been said here that new biometric controls require proof of funds for France visit. Now, this is in our local English paper called Connection France. Generally speaking, that is pretty on the ball. That's not usually. It's not or inflammatory. I mean, it doesn't actually. It's not like an ordinary paper, you know. So visitors to the EU will be required to answer questions about travel plans within the blog. So obviously going to be questioned, and then they're going to be doing their usual kind, not usual, but the latest lie detecting. You look at TV sweat and stuff like that, you see. Information such as passport data, purpose of stay will soon need to be collected under the new EES controls, and non-EU visitors coming to the Schengen area. France, okay, yep, and also you have to make sure it's always going to be required that you've got the minimum funds set by each country, in this case France. I can't remember how much it is. Caroline, can you remember how much money you got to have to visit France or Spain and what have you per person? Per day, can you remember? Was it like 9 or 10 quid each person per day? Was it more than that? That was more? Oh dear. Actually, it was about 30 odd. I can't remember what it was. I have, yeah. But it keeps changing, Caroline. And my phone's very slow at the moment, so I'm hoping my live stream's okay. So I hope the image quality is okay and it's not pixelating, because I am literally in the middle of a field. I think questioning the English upon entry would be a great thing. They like I like doing it to everybody else. Good point, actually. Especially now. Yeah, you know. What they're going to do when they want to gather up those, you know, if Keir Starmer decides to send them all those asylum seekers, refugees, and what have you, or whoever, to Rwanda, he's got to scoop them up. Yeah, he's got to find them, because Richie Sunak has just basically released them all. And now those individuals, apparently, so according to what I've been reading, they're going to be entitled to actually sue the UK government for wrongful imprisonment. That's basically what it is. Who's got to pay that bill? You know? Hey? And what about the person who killed himself? It'll set precedents, wouldn't it? I'd have thought so. Hello, Joel. Marios, we are live tonight as well. Ben Riddings, hello there. Oh, good day, Mad Monk. Oh, message was deleted. Probably because I'm doing it on the short feed. And the short feed can be a little bit notorious when you get trolls. Sorry, Dan? What's that? I don't know. I haven't checked yet. I haven't checked. It was quite a lot of money, wasn't it? It was quite considerable. She's going to have a look for me. Well, I've grown roots. You see, you planted me. Don't coppice me. You have. We're going to come back out after tea? She said no. How dare she? Hello, Ben Riddings. I hope you're well. Afternoon to you too. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And happy Mother's Day, whenever that was. You look uncle. What? You look uncle. What? I think I look a bit like a hillbilly. I do look like a hillbilly. Okay, got my older dungarees on. I need a different hat. I should put a straw hat on, shouldn't I? You know? And get me a little violin out or ukulele. Oh dear. Oh, blimey. Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. It's a bit of a hangout, I suppose. Hello, Joe Lefty. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're good. Happy Father's Day from the US. Hello, Yankee. Hope you're well. Blimey. Is it Father's Day in the US as well, or is it just the UK? They're all on different dates, aren't they? All different days. Oh my God, Nigel Farage though. Crikey. He's making some ground, isn't he? He really is making some ground. He ain't going to get any seats though. He might get one. It's starting to rain now. He might get one seat. But that'll be about it, I think. There's no way he's going to make that enough headway to get enough seats between now and July the 4th, Independence Day. I can hear the rain in the trees behind me. It's coming my way. Oh, it is, Noel. Yeah, it's coming my way. I might have to run in a minute. Oh, it's just raining all the flipping way. There it goes. Yeah, I'm getting wet now. Oh dear. But yeah, yeah, he's making some ground, but he's not going. Of course, cold rain, but he's not going to get any seats. But what he will do is help Labour. He's definitely going to help Labour. Split the vote for the Tories, isn't it? I think Labour's going to have a stonking majority. Doesn't really matter though. When you think about it, I suppose a majority is just a majority, isn't it? As long as you've got enough of a majority to get your bills through Parliament, you don't really need any more, do you? All's going to happen is you're going to have people doing their debates about certain policies and stuff. They'll be talking to themselves in Parliament, discussing the so-called bills that the Labour might want to get through. There'll be no one else to argue with them. Where's the nuance? Where's the balance? I don't know. I would say, I've said this before, I don't think it's necessarily a very good, put this in there, a very good idea to give one government or one party, one government too much power. I really don't. I think it can be. I think it's potentially dangerous, personally. But we don't want the opposition to be Nigel Farage. The thing is, though, I think actually, for the comical value, I think it's worth it. God, I can just imagine it. See, these people, the right-wing nutters and what have you, they haven't actually achieved anything where they've had responsibility, where they've actually had to come up with things that make sense for the people. They can shout from the sidelines. That's all they've been doing for several years, shouting from the sidelines and not actually having to come up with any policies that make any sense. Just like, Marine Le Pen here, from the sidelines, But now they're getting scaringly close to power. There's something that Max put a little short out. I think I saw a bit of it yesterday. And he was basically saying that he's very concerned that the right is growing in popularity and what have you. And if Labour doesn't actually make big strides or big gains, positive gains for people, for the benefit of all those citizens, well then we're going to have a situation where they're even more likely to vote parties like Nigel Farage's non-party, because it's not a party, is it? Let's be honest. It's a limited company. It's not a party. It's just literally a limited company with one majority shareholder who can make all the decisions. Richard Tyler's got shares, about 30-odd%, because he lent them about 5 million. But that is lethal, allowing a company to actually run the country. A company. Yes, my darling.
At the moment, France don't seem to be.
No, they're saying they are when the ES comes in.
That's what's coming. How much per day?
Oh, this is regarding. Come here, my darling. She's all stripey. She looks like Cornish pottery. She do. She looks like Cornish ware. Don't you, my darling?
Yeah. I'm getting wet now.
So, it's how it drips, don't you? Yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, all right. So, Well, there was Mrs. You've done the research, haven't you, darling? She's done the research, and apparently, is that how much you got per person
Yeah,
a day?
yeah. Anyone
Whoa.
18 or over.
Blimey, anyone 18 or over. Currently, it stands at €113.40. That's
Per
quite a
day.
lot per day,
Per day,
right?
which is
£97.
Yeah,
And you've got to have proof of your accommodation and return fares and stuff like that.
yeah, that's it.
Some people, for instance, when our kids visit here, they don't need that because they're staying with us. They don't need that, do they?
Yeah, they might. That might not be such a problem if they're staying with family. I don't think. I don't know.
Oh, there was originally, wasn't it? I was on the cards before.
Yeah, I don't know, Dom. I think
It-
it might
it-
come in soon.
Do you reckon? Is everything is wet?
Yeah, your
do-
pen stuff's all getting wet.
Oh, no, can you put the lid on? Thank you. I left the lid on, open my camera back. It's not a good idea, is it? No, get all wet. Just like my microphone.
You think we can walk to the house with you?
You can walk to the house. Oh, I'm all right, I think it's going to stop.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I'm guessing. Have a look over there, look. Yeah, that is.
If you want to be
The light is nice, I must admit.
if you want to be optimistic,
I'm being optimistic. I'm trying to be positive, darling. I spend too much time being depressed. Yeah, I get too depressed these days. I do. I get down. Don't like it. No. So yeah. Yes, calm down. I think it's just passed. It's too late. I'm wet now anyway. So Nigel Farage and his limited company could just literally be running the country if he does gain power in the next general election because Labour failed. Yeah. Obviously, he will fail as well. There's no doubt in my mind. Nigel Farage will fail. But, you know, my clothes all coming undone. These people don't know what they're doing, do they? You know, they clearly haven't got a clue. She's come back again. You're right. She's putting a funny face. I'm getting worried now.
I'm just working out that Matthew needs to prove
Yeah.
that he's got £2,375 in his bank to come and serve us.
2,375.
He's on disability.
Yeah. So there's our son, Matthew, who's here at the moment visiting, and 2,375
Yeah.
for a week, or
No,
for
3 weeks.
oh, he stays for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's on disability.
And he's on disability, yeah.
Got to prove that
He's
got that much
disabled.
money spare.
How's he going to prove it?
They want to see bank statement.
Well, they need a bank statement or something. I don't know, Caroline. I think for a lot of people, just whether or not you got the balance on your credit cards and stuff.
Yeah, but you don't have
It's
that.
access.
You don't have
I
that.
know, but for Matthew, it has to be a bank statement. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who wants to show people's bank statements?
Yeah, and have you got that much savings?
Well, a lot of people disabled not going to, are they?
Disability, you go out with people on
Yeah.
disability, they go, have that much savings? So it doesn't mean they're discriminated against because they can't come see their family.
There's going to have to be a loophole in that because they would get done for discrimination.
Yeah.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work. It's one thing when you say third countries, but when you talk about the volume of British citizens visiting the EU, no, but just visiting the EU, you know, they are the biggest group of tourists.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's on the border, isn't it? It's close-ish. There's a little strip of water in between.
If someone's coming for their second home and they've got to stay for 3 months,
So, oh, that's a valid point. How does that work?
so Matthews that works out, what did
I
I say?
don't know if you hear you go back. What Caroline just said was, what if it is a second home, a holiday home, and they're staying for the 90 days?
Yeah, but
Have they got
about-
proof?
they've got to have
Crikey.
about £9,000 in their account
Per person.
per person to show that they can to come here.
£9 per person
Yeah,
just to
so
prove
if a
that they've got
couple,
enough
it's
money.
18,000 to come to their holiday home.
But do you reckon that apply to people with second homes, being they've got an actual property there?
I don't know. Well, why don't it apply to Matthew? Because he's not needing
Well,
accommodation.
he's not needing
staying
accommodation
there.
either.
So why should they be? Why should they have a loophole?
It's a bit messy at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's when the EES is coming in. So hopefully it's not. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But that's what they're saying. But don't worry, we'll be run by a limited company very soon, so you've got that to look forward to. So anyway, what else in the chat? All banks not. Hello, Mellow. Hope you're well. All banks not want Nigel or Donald Trump. Well, no, the banks hate Nigel. The Coots Bank, they chucked him out, didn't they? He didn't like that, did he? He didn't have enough money though. Even though he thinks it was cracky because it's who he is, political. He reckoned, didn't he? Got my regularly, my infusion. Hello, Billy Kershaw. Hope you well. Hello, yes. Bonjour. Oh, hello in France. Hello, Joel. Mark, AllShorts. I'm not agreeing with Max in some things. He is much too optimistic, in my view. I have been finding more revolver trolls in the comments and chats around the UK. Oh, I got you. Oh, revolver. Okay. Max is very. Is he optimistic, or is he just? He's quite a mellow guy. Isn't he? He's not. He's not me. I'm quite offensive. I really am. Unless you know me, I can get up people's nose big time. Oh, I've had a video on my other channel. It looks like it's going to go viral. It's done over 220,000 views so far. It's just wrong. It's funny. I'm mocking someone with big boobs on a table saw. Okay, just so you know. Yeah, I'm not trying to be sexist, but I keep getting these strange videos in my feed where scantily clad ladies who are just literally trying to get views, obviously touting the views, is all they're doing, chasing views. So they go, oh, men like to see us tough naked, using a table saw. So I did my version as a remix of it, yeah. And I had tape on my nipples. That's done over 220,000 views so far. And literally about 200 in the last week. So that's quite funny. So they might go viral. We'll see. That's on my woodworking channel, Wally Bra. This channel is this is apart from doing the lives and what have you. My videos are doing so bad now. I mean, I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any subscribers. They're literally balancing out what coming goes out. If you know what I mean. So I'm not gaining any. I think I gained about 20 last 28 days. 20 subscribers on this channel. It's dead. This channel's dead. It really is. I'll keep plodding along with it though, just because obviously it's nice to talk to people. My Wally Bar channel's doing about 1,000 subscribers a month at the moment, so that's doing quite well. Still growing bit by bit. But you see, yes, let's see how it goes really. Well, I can say that it is. I can say that I'm absolutely delightful. You are, Akismad. You are. You are delightful. You are, yeah. Yeah. That's what you told me anyway. So yeah, it's a bit mad, isn't it? So we are going live again tonight. Obviously, we're doing it from the office and what have you in the other format. So usual time, 8:30 p.m. UK time. Probably talk about a little bit what we already just mentioned. Probably a bit more detail, maybe. Various other things. So much to talk about. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You just wing it, really. Just talk to the camera, really, couldn't you? It's just so much. It's painful. So you've got lorry drivers saying they're not going to be coming. The UK can't really do any more to get any more lorry drivers. We've got lettuce that is poisonous. And I'm not talking about Liz Truss either. That lettuce outlasted Liz Truss. Pork markets and all that. It's a disgrace. All the tea in China. But you see, oh, dear me. Do you know what? It's like an alternative universe. There's just so much going on and so much is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. It seems to be a barrage of stuff. It's just one thing after another's going wrong. And it's just so broken. Everything is just so broken at the moment. And I just hope that the Labour Party, if they become the next government, I just hope they can turn it around somewhat. Although saying that, I did read something that Keir Starmer says we're going to renegotiate the trade deal with the EU, or renegotiate Boris Johnson's rubbish trade deal, botched trade deal is what he said. Yeah, right. Is that really going to be possible? No, Yes, my
The
darling.
information I gave you was just Spain.
That was Spain. What about France? Oh, it's less than France. Okay, so in France, that was Spain. Yeah, you can have this back then. Oh,
Why?
because it's Spain.
It doesn't matter, do it?
I'll talk about France. In France, €65 a day is £55.
Yes.
So it's at half the price.
Yes.
Why is it half the price? It's dearer here. It should be
Really?
dearer. It's more expensive to
That
live here in
appears to
France
be-
than it is
that appears to be
in Spain.
Each EU country is different.
They're all different, aren't they?
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's about right. Just to complicate matters.
Yeah. So it's not across the
But
board.
then the thing is, not all countries are doing it, are they?
Well, France isn't.
Not at the moment, no. But there was someone was reading earlier today that they're going to be implementing it with the EES system on the 4th of 4th, was it 6th? No, early October. So we'll see. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Maybe they decide it's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Is it really a big issue?
So really, what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to send Matthew an email or print him a letter to invite him here to say that he can come.
Have you still got to get the form from the
No,
Mary?
No.
That's what you used to have to do as third countries.
Yeah. No. We don't need that at the moment.
Okay.
You need to have someone like Ken came over who hasn't got British citizenship.
Well, he's Nigerian, isn't he? So he's
So you don't need
he's a
for
third
British
country. He's
people
got no
coming
trade
over,
cooperation agreement, has he?
No, they just laughed when someone asked for it in our Mary. They said no, that isn't a thing.
They laughed.
Yeah, someone asked and said no, we don't do that here.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's coming in or not, but I think
There's always a lot of speculation. I think it's best to be prepared and hope for the best, isn't it?
Well, it's not so bad.
No, that's not so bad.
That's £55 a day.
That's still a lot of money to find. But then again, Matthew wouldn't, because he don't spend anything when he's there, does he?
No.
Oh, they got me a lovely record for my Father's Day. Yeah.
And a lovely bottle of whiskey.
EMAT.
And a
Huh?
lovely bottle of whiskey.
And he got me a bottle of whiskey last week, didn't he?
And free DVDs.
Japanese whiskey as well.
And free DVDs.
That's for you as well, done.
Yeah. But he
He's a very generous lad, though, isn't he?
is, yeah.
It's a white vinyl. I've got a white vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, Joel,
I'm going to have a bath.
what have I missed? You got a bath, are you? Do you want me to scrub your back for you later, darling? I'm going live again tonight, darling. Joel, hey Joel. He's a member. Cool. Oh, what am I doing? No. That's it. I know you pressed the wrong button, Joel. And then he hid you. It's hard to say that. When are they going to come up with a phone that you can actually, somebody doing it on my phone at the moment, that you can actually see in the sun? At the moment, I can just see like a faint outline of myself. It's really annoying. It really is. That's it. You had a bit of rain, and now the sun's come out again. Sort of. A bit windy, mind. A bit breezy. That's kite flying weather. Boomerang weather. I do like making boomerangs. It's a bit daft. That's wrong with me, I'm sure. Yeah, I do like making it's aerodynamic, aren't they? You know, you got to make so that actually return and something, knock your block off, like we did the other day. Let me come. I renewed. Oh, cheers, buddy. Thank you. Oh dear. Yeah, I need all the help I get. I'll tell you. Crikey. This channel's really it's dying a death. It really is. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. You know, obviously I'm the problem, I suppose. But you know, but how come my other channel's doing all right? My other channel's doing all right. It's doing pretty well. This one is. I do feel like I've been after those strikes I had. I think I really done myself in with those. It's like they don't trust me anymore. I wouldn't trust me, to be fair. I can't help myself. I'm trouble. Oh, crikey, where was I again? So, oh, crikey. Oh, yeah, Nigel Farage is a limited company has overtaken a Conservative Party in the UK of Poland. That's caused a bit of controversy. Nigel Farage is said that he's now the official opposition. How can you make a statement and say, "Oh, I'm now the official opposition" when you're not the official? You know, how can you make yourself the official if you're not the? Oh, anyway, the man's this is an idiot, isn't he? He's just plain an idiot. He's a gob. That's what he is. He's a gob. He takes the same old lines, and people are sucked in by him. I don't understand why anyone would want to follow a political company that endorses drowning people. That's what Ben Habib's did. Let them drown, pretty much. He also, had a bit of, was defended by Richard Tice. No, he didn't say that, but he did. So they're for all to see and hear. They're the kind of people that got in the Reform Party. And then you've got the geezer who thinks that all women are sponges and layabouts. They should do as they're told. Sounds a little bit misogynistic to me, a bit sexist, just a tad, you know. Oh yeah, and he also wants a bit of Nazism thrown into the mix, just, you know, just for good whole time's sake and all that, you know. Blimey, these people. God, what did he say now? Oh, he said that Churchill was a useless prime minister. His war effort was horrendous, and we should have taken Hitler up with his offer of neutrality. How long would that neutrality have actually lasted? Huh? All you do is just allow somebody like Hitler, like we're doing with Putin at the moment, allow them to get a foothold and amass more arms. So exactly what Hitler did. You know, he built all those flipping Heinkel's, didn't he? Heinkel bombers. Built all those Heinkel bombers and told everyone they're aircraft carriers, airliners. All you have to do is rip the seats out. Oh, dear me. Yes, and Nigel Farage's Reform UK Party overtook the Prime Minister, Richie Sunak's Conservatives, in an opinion poll for the first time on Thursday. I think it was 19% to 18% of the Tories. That's a YouGov poll. I can't remember, what was that, 37%? 37% for Labour? I think it was 37% for Labour. So we will see, won't we? We'll see what happens when the votes are counted. It's just, it's a little bit painful. It really is. Just a hair's voice is enough, isn't it, to make your skin crawl. He's a creepy man. He really is a creepy man. But still, there's a lot of creepy people who think he's great. It really is. So this is another thing that got me a little bit. I was listening to, I can't remember who it was now, but anyway, it's Labour Party, and they were saying that our plan, our grand plan, was based on growing the economy. Okay, makes sense, grow the economy. How are you going to do that? You know, what is your plan to grow the economy? So what if you don't grow the economy? And then they say, our plans also is very much weighted on the efforts of renegotiating the trade deal. What if you can't renegotiate the trade deal with the EU? Which you can't really, you know. End of the day, the trade deal is literally has been brought to us on the basis of a set of rules for the single market, etc., etc. They're not going to undermine the single market. It's not. So that's probably for the birds. They might be able to tweak it here and there, you know, but it's going to hit me a huge amount of money doing the negotiations, and that is if it's obviously been after the 2025. Because they're going to look at it at that point. So maybe there'll be something happening at that point. So it won't be just yet. So we could be looking at probably another year before we even get anywhere near that. We'll see. What a mess. And then I was listening to, crikey, I think it was the Green Party. And they're basing their economy on CO2 tariffs. Now, don't get me wrong, all right? I am a bit of a greenie, but I think there's some idiots in the Green Party. I really do. There's some really good ace people in there, like Caroline Lucas, who's going to step down, sadly. You know, she's had enough. But also, there's a lot of idiots there. Anyway, one particular policy was to use like a CO2 levy, right, on companies. And companies producing so many tons of CO2 over their quota, blah, 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 and then they get taxed on that basis. Okay? Sounds great, doesn't it? Well, companies respond positively, won't they? They'll respond in a way where they'll be reducing their CO2. Well, if they're producing less CO2, which is a good thing, obviously, there'll be less revenue from it. So how can you base your economy on it unless you've actually factored that in? Have they? I don't know. Your success could be your own demise regarding your economy. You know, it's just that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. What did Billy say? YouGov changed that methodology. Oh, okay, what regarding the way they count the poll or something? I'm trying to work this out now. It's funny, and one where you oh, that one. That wasn't that video. No, it's the one where I'm on the table saw and I've got tape on my nipples. Pushing a bit of wood through this table saw with a push stick. So I'll just try to show how to do it reasonably properly while I'm in a murderer's apron. Yeah, that's what. That seems to have gone quite well, that video. Alright, so he doesn't know why, but he called it out. What have I missed? Have I missed something? What have I missed? Is there something else said? I don't think he gave a reason, Billy. Appeasement got Farage to where he is now. Yeah, he did because he gave him Brexit. Yeah. So Cameron actually yeah, I get that. Yeah, so Cameron appeased Nigel Farage by offering the referendum vote if you voted Tories. The Tories got in, didn't they? You know, and gave Nigel Farage the platform to be able to campaign for Brexit and really put his head out there. A lot of people have made a lot of money out of Brexit, such as James O'Brien, for instance. He's made a lot of money out of Brexit. He ain't done bad out of Brexit, you know. It's made him a multi-millionaire. Nigel Farage really put his name out there because of Brexit. Most of the time before, you see, he was just shouting from the sidelines. But no, we gave him a platform. David Cameron gave Nigel Farage more airtime by offering the referendum. And now Nigel Farage is just saying that the Brexiters were cheated. Yes, they were cheated out of their Brexit. It's not the Brexit I voted for, apparently. Yeah, the wrong kind of Brexit. This Brexit went to a different school. God's sake. These people, eh? The Brexit we got is pretty much the best we can get. It really is. End of the day, no one in their right mind, and no European Union in their right mind is ever going to want to make it look better outside of the club than inside the club. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. I think so many people, they just here in the EU think it's all going swimmingly well in England. They don't know. To be fair, my neighbour who's pretty much said that, or still thinks Boris Johnson's the Prime Minister. So I think she's a little out of touch. Yeah. Oh dear, you can't help some people. You really can't. I mean, I'm too tired now to actually argue it. Oh, you can sit sideways on this as well. Put your legs up on the well. Oh, there you go. So, yeah, quite like it out here, you know. This is going to be my new favourite place, I think. Then when we allow these trees to grow up, I might actually train them into little windows, so you get little view going through the harbour. So it's quite nice here. Do you know what? I can't imagine me ever going back to the UK. I know there's some lovely places in the UK, of course there is. There really is, especially up north. Some of them, obviously, well, I'm from Norfolk, you know, it's East Anglia. Some of the coastline is rather nice. You know, as long as you don't get had, as long as you don't want to do a bit of swimming, you're fine, you know. So you avoid the E. coli and other parasitic organisms. But, you know, it's just the thing is, I'm here all the time. And that's actually really good for me. Cause I'm struggling a bit recently, already in my head and all that, you know. Well, it's only recently. It's been going for some while. It's just that now I can actually, I can. Whereas before I just thought there's just something wrong with me. Now I can actually, you know, collate it with my other symptoms. Because even though I've got fibromyalgia, it kind of some days you get really low, really down. And I've never been like that. Never. I've always been a bit bubbly, a bit crazy, you know. Everything's a joke. Everything's got to be fun, you know. Bit of a laugh. Take the piss out of everything, you know. But I get these, I get a bit overwhelmed at times, and a bit kind of like feel a bit of a rush, you know, a bit depressed. And then, I sort of battle my way through it, and I get a bit of a high again, and it all sort of like rinse and repeat, I suppose. It's one of them things, you know, when you get older and stuff, things are sent to try you, that they are. You've got to try and be as positive as you can. So dozens of Rwanda detainees have been released on bail. Yeah, and now they're entitled to take the UK to court for wrongful imprisonment. God's sake, it's ridiculous. So confirmation of the bailings and dozens of detainees come after the government lawyers and told the High Court that there would be no flight before 24th of July at the earliest. Well, obviously it will be that now, will it? Keir Starmer's made it quite clear there won't be. Scrapping it. Good. The Home Office has never confirmed the numbers held in detention and said it would not provide a running commentary on the Rwanda operation. The Prime Minister, Mr Sunak, says that if he is returned to power, there will be a regular rhythm of flights. Hopefully he'll be on it. Press please. So, I suppose I should really be getting ready for my show tonight, shouldn't I? Yeah, maybe. What have we got here? What's going on here? I've got 46 people here now. Oh, crikey. And it looks like the European Court of Justice is going to be fining Orban. Yeah. The Hungarian. Not personally, but the country. Going to be fining Hungary over, what was it over again? Let's have a look. What was it? Over immigration. Oh, refugee laws. So, yeah, European Court has ordered Budapest to pay 200 million for unprecedented breach of rules. So Hungary has been ordered to pay a 200 million euros fine for its refusal to uphold the rights of asylum seekers in what it was described as an unprecedented breach of EU law by the bloc's highest court. Some countries should never really been allowed into the EU. They've always been an anomaly, you know. I suppose at the time when they joined, you know, maybe it wasn't an issue, but you never know what government you're going to get next, do you? In this case, it was Orban. You think what happened to the UK, you know? Tories gave us this so-called Brexit. Everything was supposed to be wonderful, sunlit uplands and all that, you know. I haven't seen any yet, have you? No, I don't think so. So the European Court of Justice in Luxembourg also ordered Budapest to pay €1 million a day until it complies with the EU laws guaranteeing refugees the right to claim asylum inside the Hungarian borders. Well, if you don't like it, you need to go, don't you? You know. The UK did. See what happened to that? You know. It's like getting getting the eggs out of a baked cake. So James O'Brien put it. Actually, was it a caller? I think it was a caller. So there you go. Apparently, the European Commission wasn't going to go as high as their fines, that, but the European Court of Justice decided yes. Remember, obviously, the European Court of Justice is not the EU, obviously. Although some people at the Brexit seem to think it is. So almost half of Spaniards believe that central government should limit the number of tourists, but also in tourist hotspots and sensitive areas and stuff like that. They want to control it more. Understandably so, I suppose. So some 45% of Spaniards believe that central government should implement visitor quotas to control the flow of tourists in cities, and 70% believe the stricter limits should be applied. Stricter limits. Yes, kill all them all before they can come in. And obviously dozens of triathletes have become ill because they swam in the Thames. I still get it. It's all over the news. It's like a running joke here in the EU about the UK, and it's like about England, and it's a bit. It's unbelievable, really, that people still go in that water. Why would you go in there? I don't want to be eating somebody else's poo. I don't even want to eat my own. No, do you? So, but I mean. Anyway, I suppose on that note, let's just check the chat. See if I missed anything. About that Thames water thing. I heard that some athletes here cancelled some of the training visits in the UK. Sensible people, very sensible. You Portuguese are very, very, very sensible. Yes, don't go there. How would €1 million affect Hungary? How would €1 million affect Hungary's economy? It's not going to be very helpful. $1 million a day. They've already got like 200 million they've got to pay. I don't know. Didn't the EU hold back some funds? Was it last year, the year before, from Hungary as well? You know, generally speaking, Hungary is usually quids in, isn't they? Message. Oh, man, I'm not having that, mate. Sorry. I'll end up blocking you. I'm sorry, if you can't comply with the rules, you're not going to be welcome here. I'm sorry. I'm not asking a lot of you, you know, just I'm not here to create an argument with people. It's just pointless. It's not what it's about. So. Thank you, mate. Thanks. Cheers, buddy. Right, there we go. Yeah, sorry. Why can't people just be, you know, be, I don't know, decent? Why have people got to try and cause an argument? Just for what? Isn't life hard enough as it is? For some people to be so sort of like headstrong on things that really. We live in a society that is based on the rules. It's a rule-based society. Why can't we have a few rules in the chat, you know? Yeah, just you've got to be civil. Nicky work, hello there. Hope you're well. Oh, crikey. So he's getting a lot of pressure within. See, there's no good in thinking just leave the EU because they do a poll or something on that, or something went on where the Hungarian people wanted to stay in the European Union. They obviously feel better off being in than out. Or they've looked at the UK. Blessed are the cheese bakers. Are they? Which one? Cheshire trees? Cheshire cheese? They're not that blessed. No, they had to shut up shop. Thanks, Mad Monk. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. We don't need that, do we? And besides, it makes it hard work for moderators. It's very kind Mad Monk comes onto my streams and helps out and that. Yeah, and others, you know, they don't need that kind of aggravation. It's hard enough as it is, especially in the short feed, because you can get all sorts of nutters in the short feed. Hello, nutters. Anyway, on that nutty note, I'm going to say toodaloo. But thanks for joining us and what have you. And I might try and do it a bit more, you know. I kind of have to go with the flow in my head and that, you know. It's just sort of like, I'm not always, I think I've burned the candle both ends, basically. But there you go. Anyway, it's time for me to go. So I say toodaloo, you know. So thanks a lot. And cheers again, Mad Monk, for that. Toodaloo. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Not really. But I suppose I better get on with some work.